Good afternoon, everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about the week ahead for the week ending Friday, February 16th of 2024. Guys, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you like the channel. Also, you can find my referral links to Apex Trader Funding, Topstep Trader Funding, the Trader Pit, GmbH, and American Express Blue Cash Preferred credit cards in the description box below, guys. Sign up using my referral links. Okay, in this video, guys, we're gonna start from the monthly time frame and work down to the daily and the intraday time frame. Just talk about some of my observations on the market. Nothing too heavy. Okay, guys, looking here at the monthly chart, you can see that we are currently trading at an astounding 5,042 evens. We are currently trading in our fourth up month in a row. We're also trading above our prior all-time highs that we made last year in January. So if you're thinking about any sort of seasonal tendencies, last year the market started moving down in February and March, and we'll see if the market wants to do something similar. So guys, we're currently working in new uncharted territory, and one thing that I want to caution you about is don't call tops. You might think to yourself at some point, it can't keep going up, it can't keep going up. I'm here to tell you from firsthand experience, through a lot of pain, that guys, it can just keep going up. Okay, it can just keep going up. There's no limit to how far it can go, guys. It could go to 6,000. I already think that we're in bubble territory, but that doesn't mean that it can't just keep going up, because believe me, it can just keep going up. So with that being said, guys, on our monthly chart, you can see that we basically opened up at our low on the month, and we're just trading right at the high. We're at our fourth green candle. All right, looking at our weekly chart, guys, it's going to be much the same. The weekly chart, we are up 5 weeks in a row. We are currently sitting above that all-time high that we made the first week of January of 2022. So that wasn't last year, that was 2022, so 2 years ago now. We are currently trading in our fifth up week, guys. So I will tell you that this is not typical market behavior. I mean, the market generally works in two directions, but as of right now, we're just straight up, and I think that we're just currently working in uncharted territory. Looking at some of our standard deviation projections on the weekly chart, taking our last sort of consolidation that we had from the 26th of December to the 2nd of January, you can see that we're trading at about 1.5 standard deviations of that last consolidation. So do we make it all the way up to 5,120, spot 50, the second standard deviation? I'm not sure. Guys, I would say that after 5 straight weeks higher, eventually we're probably going to see some amount of retracement, but I don't want to be the one to call the top. So when it's going to turn around, I don't know. But what I will tell you is that we've had 5 straight up weeks in a row, and statistically speaking, the market is due for some sort of a pullback. So there's that. Let's go down to the daily chart. Looking at our daily chart, you can see that last week we mostly were moving higher. We started out the week on Monday with our first black candle in a long time. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday's candles were up candles. Thursday's being a little bit of a consolidation day. Friday's candle ended near its high at about 80% of the high. All right, guys, let's move down to the 4-hour chart. My internet's no bueno. It's okay. All right, so moving down to the 4-hour chart, you can see that the market has now reopened for trading. And if we're looking at our ICT patterns, guys, we have a fair value gap here, fair value gap here that the market is trading above. So on our 4-hour chart, we are currently, again, you can see that Friday's action was straight higher. A little bit of a inverted hammer candle there in the last 4 hours. One thing I do want to leave on my chart is going to be the fair value gap that we had here. like that blue FEG high. All right, so unfortunately I can't get my text box to open up. That's okay. All right, so that is the 4-hour chart, FEG high. Okay. All right. Let's move down to our intraday time frames. Let's first see if we had a new week opening gap, guys. No new week opening gap. You can see that the market just opened up exactly where it closed on Friday. So no new week opening gap this week. Market went about where I expected it to in its last move. So there we go, guys. Let's move down to the regular trading hours and see if we have anything of note to talk about the regular trading hours. Guys, big regular trading hours gap here that I would expect the market to start to work its way down to, and that would be down in the 49.83 area. All right, let's see if we have anything on the daily chart. All right, guys. Okay, guys, so we have sell side liquidity on our hourly chart sitting below 5,000. Our low there is going to be 5,004 evens. We have buy side liquidity sitting above at 5,048 halves. Looking at our 15-minute chart, guys, I would expect that our overnight session, I don't know. I mean, we could run on this low down here at 5,024 halves, or we could come and run on this high at 5,048 3/4, or we could bounce around in a smaller range than that. What I would say, guys, is again, at some point the market is likely to pull back. It hasn't pulled back yet, but I would expect the market at some point to pull back. Let's see if we have any news events this week, guys. We have core inflation on February 13th. That's going to, so I'm expecting volatility on Tuesday, February 13th. And then on Thursday, February 15th, we have retail sales. And then on Friday, we have PPI and the consumer sentiment on February 16th. So we have some news events coming out this week, guys, that could be the catalyst for increased volatility. So be aware of that in your trading. Guys, I highly recommend that if you do not already check the economic calendar here on the right, or you can use investing.com's economic calendar. You need to be aware of your high impact news events if you are not already aware. Guys, looking at our daily chart, if I can get it to pop up, what I would say is that I would expect at some point we're gonna get a pullback. But when, I don't want to be the one to call the top, but I think at some point we are going to have some sort of a pullback, guys. That it's just natural that the market pulls back. instead of the 4 hour, I'm going to do, let's go on the daily chart, and I want to make you guys aware of this. Let's say Thursday, Friday, and we'll go to next Friday. Okay, 1 day FVG right there. Okay, guys, so if we go down here on a 1 hour chart, you can see the 1 day fair value gap is sitting below, and I would expect that the market wants to come and trade back into this area. So guys, my basic call, if you are curious, is that I think the market is going to pull back somewhere around 5,000. All right, just there. Okay, guys, so there's our 1 day fair value gap inside, right? Put it over there. Or no, we'll do inside center. Okay, so I think that the market is going to be attracted to this 1 day fair value gap, with the 50% of that being the consequent encroachment of the 1 day fair value gap at about 49.91 quarters. Guys, I expect that the market is going to have some sort of a pullback. I don't think it's going to pull back immediately into this fair value gap, but I would expect a retracement down to this fair value gap. I also see some sell side, short-term sell side liquidity here at 5,000 below the low of this candle. Let's go ahead and mark that. So sell side liquidity there. Let's just go ahead and mark that. And then we know where our buy side liquidity is located, guys. Buy side liquidity is obviously going to be up there at all-time highs. So there's some chart. I think that's really enough chart lipstick. We also have a trading range here. Here on the hourly chart, you can see this sort of consolidation or trading range. And I think that's going to be about it, guys. That's all the chart lipstick that I want to put on right now. My basic idea, guys, is don't be a top caller. This thing could absolutely run higher. Number two, that being said, at some point the market is going to have a pullback, whether it's this week, next week. At some point the market's going to have a pullback. I just don't know exactly when that's going to be. We do have a daily fair value gap that's sitting below sell side liquidity at about 4,990. So I would expect that if the market wants to pull back, that would be a reasonable target. And I want to wish you the best of luck coming into this week's trading, guys. Thank you, and this has been my video recap of the week ahead for the week ending February 16th, 2024. Thank you.